Thank you for taking some time for yourself. Anyone trying to sleep in your role would be upset at times. Anyone would. Anyone who works in cybersecurity, in our security operations center, watching alerts. As a threat hunter looking for weak signals, on blue teams defending, on red teams simulating attackers, in incident response to handling the now moments, in digital forensics reconstructing what happened, in malware analysis unpacking what code is really doing, in open source intelligence watching public signals, or in governance, risk and compliance, thinking about what could go wrong. Anyone trained to notice what others miss would find it hard to switch off at night. You're not imagining the tension. If your mind keeps running when you lie down, that makes sense. Your nervous system has been rewarded for vigilance. And anyone in your position would feel frustrated when the brain keeps scanning, replaying, checking, running what if scenarios like background processes. And sometimes, almost humorously, the mind goes there for a second. So, why hasn't the CIA just stepped in and fixed this already? Like there's a global pause disinformation button just sitting on someone's desk. That thought isn't belief. It's what a tired nervous system sounds like when something feels bigger than one person should have to hold. You might notice thoughts like, did I miss something? What if something escalates? I should still be watching. And those thoughts make sense. Because when stress hits the nervous system, the mind naturally looks for structure and control. It asks, who's holding this together? So if you're tired but still alert, that isn't failure, it's training. And now, without forcing anything, let's give your nervous system a clear off-shift signal. Notice the surface supporting you. Notice that for this moment, nothing is required. no alerts, no escalation path, no response expected. Find one place in your body that already feels even slightly neutral, even slightly okay. Maybe it's the weight of your hands or the contact at your shoulders, or the steadiness of your breath as you breathe out. Let that okay sensation to spread a little, not huge, just noticeable. That becomes your anchor. A simple internal cue that means I'm safe enough to rest. And now gently let your mind drift back to a context, not a specific age, just a time before it got like this online. A time before the internet felt like a live threat surface. Before bad actors learned how to manufacture panic. Before fake claims could outrun verification. Back when, if something strange appeared online, it was easier to categorize it as noise, as mischief, as something you didn't have to carry in your body. Notice what that version of you felt like. Less braced, less responsible, more able to log off internally. Let that memory, more feeling than image, touch the anchor. So the anchor becomes linked to that simpler context. This can be put down. And as you listen now, your mind doesn't need to process every word. Some phrases can land. Some can drift past. You can let attention narrow naturally, like focusing on a single console window, while everything else becomes background. You might notice the breath more than thoughts, the heaviness more than analysis, the simple sensation of support. That's selective absorption, effortless. You don't have to try to relax. You can allow the body to express rest in its own minimal, practical way. A jaw unclenching, a small drop of the shoulders, a longer exhale. no performance, no perfect sleep, just small signs that the system is standing down. Even the thought, I'm still awake, can be allowed to exist without needing a response. For a little while, you can step out of meaning, out of interpretation, out of solving. You don't need to label what you feel. You don't need to fix it. Just sensation, breath moving, warmth shifting, weight settling. Thoughts can appear like logs scrolling, and you don't have to open a ticket for them. They can pass without escalation. And tonight, this is only an experiment. You're not demanding sleep. You're testing a new setting. What happens if I'm off shift without consequences? What happens if I stop scanning and nothing breaks? What happens if rest makes me sharper tomorrow? If your mind tries to check something, you can thank it quietly and return to the anchor, because you're allowed to put the responsibility down. You don't have to solve the internet tonight. You don't have to monitor every headline tonight. You can let uncertainty exist without carrying it in your shoulders. And awareness can stay while effort fades. That's enough for now. You already remember how this went. The facts are easy to recall. You remember Europe in 2015, when social media accounts claiming allegiance to extremist groups announced responsibility for attacks that never happened. Fires in buildings, power outages, car crashes. The posts went live first, logos, slogans, confident language, and only later did authorities confirm. No attack, no terrorism, just impersonation and disinformation. By then, the screenshots had already circulated. Some had already been reported. Some had already hit headlines. And days later, platforms quietly removed the accounts after confirming they were fake. You remember the United Kingdom, 2021. Viral videos claiming active shooters in shopping centres. Shaky footage. Siren audio. Urgent captions telling people to run. Police later confirmed no shooters, no weapons, no attacks. The videos were staged or misleading. Several were traced back to teenagers. Arrests followed. The panic, however, had already done its job. You remember the United States multiple years after 2017? School threat posts shared on Snapchat and Instagram, images of guns, captions like "Don't come tomorrow," entire districts locked down. Investigations later showed no planned attacks, false reporting. Sometimes a single post copied and reshared out of context. Students arrested, felony charges in some states, and again the proof came after the fear. You remember the COVID era? Across several countries, claims that terror attacks occurred at hospitals or vaccination sites were being covered up. No footage, no official confirmation, just repetition. Authorities later confirmed no such attacks occurred. The posts were coordinated disinformation. Accounts were removed. Some users were investigated for inciting panic. These aren't theories, they're resolved cases. Dates, countries, investigations, outcomes. And anyone who's seen that sequence enough times will be affected by it, because the pattern is always the same. The claim appears first. The fear spreads fast. The proof comes later. And corrections never travel as far as panic did. So of course communities like yours react. Of course there's that shared thought. You'd expect this to be handled better by now. Anyone in your position would expect platforms to flag faster, media outlets to wait longer, politicians to have learned from earlier failures, institutions to recognize the pattern. And sometimes that expectation turns into dry humor. Right, accountability, any day now. Not because you believe everything is orchestrated, but because your nervous system expects guardrails. When false information can trigger real-world panic, when those guardrails fail, the body compensates. It stays alert. It watches headlines closely. It braces for the next false alarm. That vigilance isn't paranoia. It's experience. You learned correctly that fake attacks feel real until they're disproven. And you learned that the damage happens early. So your system adapted by staying ready. And now, just for this moment, you don't have to stay on watch. You can notice, I've seen this pattern resolve before. I know how this ends. I don't need to carry the whole cycle in my body. Awareness stays. Memory stays. But the tension can ease. Anyone in your situation would be upset. And anyone in your situation deserves a pause from constant vigilance. So let the breath slow. Let the shoulders drop. Let the world keep turning without gripping it, just for now. And as you remember all of that, something subtle may already be changing, because those events, those dates, places, outcomes, they're finished. They're already resolved. And simply noticing that allows the mind to do something it rarely gets to do. Stand down after pattern recognition is complete. Nothing new needs to be learned from those stories now. Nothing needs to be watched for in this moment. The pattern has already been seen and closed. And when a pattern closes, the nervous system can finally release what it's been holding. Perfect. You may begin to notice whether the body is already allowing a quiet release now. Not dramatic, not emotional, just a gentle internal exhale, as if something you've been holding is being placed down on its own. I wonder if your body knows how to complete that release without needing to revisit anything. Because sometimes the nervous system finishes a loop simply by recognizing that it's finished. And you can allow that release to show up as heaviness or warmth or even a neutral stillness. The body can decide. You don't have to. And you may notice whether memories are already shifting to where they belong now, still accessible, yet comfortably distant, like headlines you've already read and don't need to open again. And you might find that you can remember facts without re-experiencing urgency. Images flatten, intensity may soften. What remains can simply be knowledge, neutral, contained, complete. And as that happens, the body can respond automatically by relaxing a little more. I wonder if you're already noticing whether the story is changing shape. What once felt immediate may now feel smaller, further away, less vivid, almost as if perspective is increasing on its own, like zooming out on a screen, until the details become context instead of thread. And as the mind shifts from inside the event to above it, you may notice that observers don't need to brace, as attention naturally moves away from old alerts and resolved patterns. You might notice whether focus is reorganizing itself, less scanning, less replaying, less checking, and without effort, attention can settle on what's happening now. The rhythm of breathing, the weight of the body, the spaces between thoughts. Memory can quietly sort itself, keeping what's useful, letting go of what isn't needed tonight. Nothing important is lost. Only unnecessary vigilance is released. And you may find that something else is becoming clearer now. The sense of being finished for the day. The feeling of being off watch. The quiet satisfaction of having already done enough. As those representations grow stronger, Others can fade naturally. You might notice sensations like settling, sinking, or drifting, and the body can follow those signals without instruction, without effort. You may become curious whether your mind can drift forward, not far, just to a future night where sleep happens more easily. You might notice that version of you, still sharp, still capable, still aware, and yet no longer wired at bedtime. That future version understands something now. That vigilance functions better when it's rested, that nothing needs to be monitored while sleeping. You can allow that future self to send a simple message back. It's safe to rest now. You don't have to repeat it. Your system can recognize it, and as you're listening to these words, you may begin to notice whether the body has already started doing what it does naturally when nothing needs attention. I wonder if you can sense whether the effort to stay alert has already dropped away, because there is nothing to monitor now, nothing to track, nothing to resolve. And you don't need to try to sleep. Sleep happens when the system recognizes that vigilance is no longer required. You may notice the breath becoming slower or deeper or less important to follow. You might notice whether thoughts are losing their edges, becoming incomplete, unfinished, uninteresting. And as that happens, your awareness doesn't need to go anywhere. It can simply fade. Some people notice heaviness in the eyelids. Some notice drifting. Some notice nothing at all. And all of those mean the same thing. Your nervous system has already decided that it's safe to let go. So you can allow yourself to stop listening now. without needing to understand anything. Words can blur. Time can dissolve. Thoughts can stop forming. And sleep can take over in the way it always does best. Quietly, effortlessly, on its own. Nothing else is required. You can rest now. You are perfect just as you are.